Jakby co, to może z cienia. Czy zdjęcia z tego, nie? Za daleko, prawda? Smarować dzisiaj chyba 3 razy.
Dawaj, dawaj, dawaj!
Let's go, Lux! Yeah, Lux! Luxembourg, say what? Let's go, Lux!
Go Max! Yo, Max! Max! Max, you got the weight. You got the free. Let's go, Max! There you go.
Yeah, Max! Go, pick it up, pick it up!
Now you'll get your weight.
Maybe we'll go viral. Boy, Chicago, Detroit, we have the big push to move. Yeah.
Zaraz tu przyjdę, Gurbio.
Okay, you.
Hello and welcome back to the first game of the day here at the European Lacrosse Challenge Cup. We're seeing here Poland under-21 team 4-0 up against Luxembourg in the first game of the day. This is for the sixth playoff game. So a strong start there from the U21s. My name's Tom Carver and commentating with me here for the next 3 quarters of this match.
Yeah, hi, I'm Julius Bucky.
And a big shout out to everyone watching on the live stream. Everyone who we know is watching in America, thank you so much for tuning in and for all your support over the past few days. It's been a great tournament so far, and great to watch the Poles junior team and their junior program go up against a fairly senior and experienced Luxembourg squad. Actually, we've seen them for the past few days. A lot of experience, a lot of Americans, a lot of European guys have been playing at some top level competition over the past 10 years. So really good to see the youth coming out here, coming out strong. And let's see what they can do this quarter. Coming down for the face-off now. Number 38 from Luxembourg, Max Rubin's been doing a lot of good work over the past few days, not just at the face-off, putting in a lot of points as well. Really strong right-hand shooter. We can see there, scoops the ball away. Is that going to come up Luxembourg though? It's a red ball. We'll get our first chance to view Poland under-21's offense for this quarter. See if they can put a few more on the board.
So far in the midline, we have Błażej, accompanied with Krzysztof, number 21, and I believe number 4 is Patryk Wojcik.
And a really good thing to note about a number of these Poles actually is they've been playing up as well. There's a lot of talent coming through from the junior program. Some of these kids have been playing for the senior team as well. Number 11, number 18, as we just mentioned, Błażej, box player, but he's been putting up numbers as well for both teams. So,
as a matter of fact, only number 4 is the only guy who haven't played for the senior team, although he did made a brief appearance yesterday in our game against Croatia. Yes.
And that's a turnover there. Let's have a look and we'll see Luxembourg get into their offense. Bring the ball downfield now, number 25. Clayton Reed, again, a lot of experience from there. Himself and Nate, who's been playing in number 71, Nate Galper, really adding a bit of depth to this roster. Paul Milner, number 99, a favourite from the English leagues in Semler, where he's been playing for at least the past 15 years, I would think, now making an appearance for this Luxembourg squad.
Luxembourg is making the very last change on the box. Coming in with number 32, it's Philip Hellman.
Little feed, can't quite corral the ball there, but it's still going to come up Luxembourg. And here we go with the aforementioned Nate initiating the dodge. That's a lovely feed. Oh, can't quite handle it on the crease. Ball goes down.
Big grumble, big grumble.
Big check from the Poles, but Luxembourg able to hang on and go again. Let's see what they get into this time. One thing we have noticed over the past few days is this turf hasn't been too kind to dodgers. Seeing a lot of slips, a lot of missed opportunities just because people can't quite get their feet under them. And as you see there, Nate maybe just not able to plant his foot and get enough power on that shot. Great save there from number 1, Ryan. Outletting the ball, and Poland get back into their offensive set. Now Luxembourg for the past, I think every game of the tournament so far has been running a zone defense. Seem to be a little bit looser today, sending out men a little bit further to pressure, especially with a 4-0 deficit. They clearly want the ball back on offense. That's a great take and great save. Way to stand up, number 18.
But the ball stays red.
But the ball stays red. Little touch for number 20 on the U21 team. Jason, one of the Polish heritage players who's come over for this tournament, also playing up in the seniors. You see that lovely shiny helmet. I would like to get my hands on one of them. I doubt he's going to give it to me.
Coming in as well.
Big shot out off the pipe.
Is it going to be over and back?
Not off the shot.
That's fine.
Poland retain possession, come back down for another go. And Luxembourg really pressing out a little bit out their zone shape. It looks like they've made some tweaks over the past couple of days. Tyler can't quite handle the ball. Tyler, number 11, again, a big scorer both for the seniors and the junior team. I think he's in the top 3 goal scorers in the tournament at the moment. Clearly looking to add another couple to his tally today. As Poland spin the ball around. Might have been not quite the intended target there, but Tyler's going to get the ball anyway. Wind up, lovely feed across crease. Little toe drag. Can't quite get the shot off, and 26 has come up with it. And the ball stays red again. This is exactly the kind of possession you hate to have if you're playing defense. Long, drawn-out possessions from the offense, pinging the ball around. You just got to keep moving your feet, and it's hot out here. It's been hot for the past few days, Jules. You know, we've been out there playing 2 games a day. Training camp before that, you know, it gets hot on that turf.
It really does. It really does.
It's a defense just hoping for a break, hoping for a turnover.
Although I have to say there was a nice breeze going round, so if you have a minute, it's always nice to feel it. But I don't think defense is currently concentrating too much on that breeze.
No
probably
rest,
more.
no rest at all. Not for number 55 there in Luxembourg. You can just see him going in for the big check there. Shot coming. In the scrum again. Is it going to be red again? Yes. There we go. Number 19. That's a big shot. And a goal. Send Poland 5-0 up.
I believe that was a deflection from that goalie as well, right? It wasn't a...
Looks like it came off the shoulder.
Yeah, piece of that.
Luxembourg keepers had been a little bit unlucky, I think, there. He's made some great plays again. We've been watching, as I've said, over the past few days. And one of the problems with the zone often is, as they get pulled out of it, we saw before that little crease creep. But there, just the outside rip, just didn't have an answer. And we line up again for another face-off. Luxembourg staying with number 38 on the face-off. Max had, as I've said, a lot of success. Big body, just gets over the ball and has been able to rake it back. Poland doesn't seem to have a single dedicated face-off man.
No, it seems Sammy took the last 2 face-offs with his long pole. clearly going a bit more defensive here.
Just looking to make it a fight, and they do so. Comes up red. That's going to be disappointing for the white defense, who at this point are just really hoping for the ball to go down the other end.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Luxembourg make any changes, substitutions between as well. So it seems like it's the exactly same 6 defenders who just played and put a good shift. Looking to do another one.
They are running with 2. You can see they've got 2 long poles on the bench.
Yep.
We've seen both of them come out before, but clearly just looking to stay with their first unit here. Try to come up with a stop here to desperately stop the 5-0 run. Little feed to the inside, not going to go. That's a lovely interception from 43, just quite unlucky, couldn't handle the ball. But Luxembourg clearly adapting, starting to read the feeds a little bit here. And Poland haven't had a big shot off. Tough angle there for Tyler. Number 38 came out and got on hands really nicely. With a lot of these European teams, and increasingly now the Polish team, you can start to see the box influence, little face dodges. It's not just the wearing the box helmets, they've integrated into the play style.
Yeah, I believe the Polish box team has a training next week or week after with our coach coming over as well. So there is a lot of emphasis in developing their box game in Poland.
And it's great to see those skills coming across into the field game as well. With smaller countries and fewer people playing lacrosse, you're going to have a lot of people play both sides of the sport. A lot of box players will play field, a lot of field players will go and try out box. And the influence from one to the other is becoming more and more obvious. But this Luxembourg team, I believe, mostly experienced field players. Number 38 charges down the field, looking for a big righty shot, just puts it wide. Goalie did look to be all over that, but they are going to have a chance now to run their offense. Initiate from Nate, number 71.
And in the meantime, Luxembourg are making some changes on defense.
Finally giving those poles a rest. Going back to their favorite dodger, number 38. Strong righty, as we've said, coming right down the alley. He just loses the ball. It's a great check.
And the ball's still on the ground.
And that's a push on the loose ball. It's going to go white. Big shot. Gone wide. Ball stays white. And let's see if Nate can get something going here. He's been dodging a lot the past few games. I think, again, he's one of those guys that if you look at the stats, you check out the Facebook page, you can see the stats, everything compiled from the past few days, goal scorers, face-offs, etc. But Nate is one of those guys that's, as soon as he gets the ball in his stick, he wants to go, he wants to make something happen, always looking to goal.
Definitely an initiator for a Luxembourg team.
Absolutely. That's just, again, turf, getting unlucky there, couldn't get anything on that shot, and Ryan from the Poland under-21 team is just going to eat that up. I believe Ryan's playing in the States at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, I would say so. I think he has 1 year left.
1 more year left of eligibility. Yes. Obviously, a lot of American students, their past seasons have been interrupted by the pandemic. Very interesting chatting to a lot of these guys, not just on the Polish team, but who've come here with other nations about how it's affected the situation out in the US. Got a lot of teams now going to be stacked with 5th-year seniors. Ryan, potentially one of them next year.
Yeah, definitely exciting times.
Poland displaying great patience here. 5-0 lead. 4 minutes to go till halftime. They're not going to look to rush anything here. Just keep that defense out there. Keep rotating the ball. Luxembourg have definitely changed up their defensive look now. Pushing out on X, trying to stop that ball rotation. Let's see what happens here. I haven't really made any moves to goal yet, and I wonder if we'll see our first get it in or keep it in call here from the referees, as Poland maybe just look to be killing time for a little bit. Oh, no, and the ball goes down. See if White can come up with it. Number 89 making a big play, kicking the ball forwards. Doesn't quite have the legs to keep up with it. And it's going to come back red. Paul Milner, number 99, Luxembourg, coming down to cover the ball. But no luck there. Poland back in, just running down the clock here. 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the quarter until we get to our halftime break. Very content just to keep on rotating the ball. Everyone getting a touch before they initiate.
Here is Paul Błażej a second ago. Definitely one of the initiators for the U21 team.
Absolutely, and for the seniors as well. Just very confident with the ball in his stick.
Great shot as well.
That's a lovely handle here. Poland really not looking to do anything here. You know, if I'm a referee, I might just try and mix it up a little bit and get a keep it in call. And here we are. Oh, they draw a flag. Got to push to cage here. Nice little interception. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Poland are going to have a man up. Let's see what the call is. Probably a slash. It's going to be a White timeout. So not quite the high-scoring quarter that the first quarter was, but I'm sure we'll get a little bit more to go in the next half. Potentially in this man-up as well. We've seen the Polish man-up squad has really started to click in these past couple of days. Couple of really lethal shooters, and as you've seen from just those sets, they're not afraid to throw the skip pass, especially against a squad that's playing a zone. But once again, just a quick welcome to anyone who's tuned in now. First game of the day here at the European Lacrosse Challenge is hosted in Wrocław. As we just see a replay now of some of the action of the last two quarters.
And for anybody interested, we believe that the second game for the third and fourth place is at 3 o'clock Polish time, and then the finals are held at 6. All the links are available on the website.
Absolutely, and you can search for us on most social channels, Facebook, Instagram. We've got a presence everywhere, so just track those down and tune in, and we're live all day. Final game of the day, of course, the headline. Not to give ourselves too much hype, but it is going to be Poland versus Slovakia in a rematch of 2 days ago, in which Slovakia took the win, actually, in a very convincing 10-3 win over the Poland senior squad. So it's going to be great to see what both squads do, any adjustments made from either, any personnel changes. You know, after a tournament, even over just 5 days, teams start to pick up injuries. The heat gets to every single player, really, you know, and hydration becomes an issue. So it'll be interesting to see how each of those teams and those squads have coped over the past couple of days and whether the result will reflect that.
Yeah, it was very interesting to see all the teams having to deal with playing 2 games in 1 day. Definitely legs were tired. People were getting injured, and the second game of the day for each team who had to do it on a different day was a big task.
Absolutely. But that's often the way with these smaller format tournaments. And just as we see Poland here in their man-up offense, one missed shot and a second missed shot there goes wide. I don't think they're going to be too worried about missing the first couple of shots here. Just trying to get everyone to touch, see if they can get a good look. And Luxembourg really playing aggressive there at the X, which might have opened up a shot, but Tyler decides not to go for it. Luxembourg keeper is, you know, no slouch. He's good from the outside. He's been reading the shots well. And Red, realizing 46 seconds left on the clock, decided to take a timeout, set up the offense. with Luxembourg still down one man. So let's see if they can run a play here and push one more goal before the quarter ends and we go to half time.
Yeah, just a reminder, there are 2 timeouts per half. So a good call by the Polish team to just use the second one remaining and just try to organize their offense a little bit more before a longer break at a half.
Absolutely, and you can see their offensive coach Billy McNamara from the Poland seniors is coming in and just getting the offense there, telling them exactly what they're going to be doing as we come back out for the remaining 46 seconds. Billy, I believe, was meant to be playing the seniors. Unfortunately, pulled his hamstring quite recently, playing box where he plays out in the States. Big loss for the seniors team. Hopefully, though, won't have any impact on the final result in the championship, but always great to have a guy of Billy's caliber come into any squad, I think, and add a little something. I believe he played in the World Games in Netanya, didn't he, last, when was that, 2000 and, goodness, I don't even know, 2017? 18?
18, I believe it was 18, yeah.
Made an instant impact coming into that squad and one of the lead scorers of the tournament. And now injured, but still putting in a good shift for the under-21 squad and really helping them develop their offense, as we've seen over the past couple of days. They got a win over Luxembourg just yesterday, I think, to get them into this match, and this, in fact, is somewhat of a grudge match, I think. As they get in, no shot there from that look.
Yeah, we'll be interested to know who that pass was actually intended to. Was it actual Jason or was Mikosh Miguel looking for his brother, number 21, Krzysiu? They've been playing together for a few years now. So definitely a chemistry there between them two.
Yeah, really nice little bit of trivia there. A pair of brothers playing on this team, and I believe there's actually a father-son duo playing for Slovakia as well. And they recorded their first joint goal/point yesterday in the game. So
what a moment.
What a great moment. Unfortunately, of course, that wasn't filmed, but all the games today are being filmed, as we've said. We'll be live here until roughly 8:30 Central European summertime on this Lacrosse channel on YouTube.
Yeah, both the remaining games also would have a commentary. So
not from our lovely selves, I believe. No, I think
not,
we'll be handing the reins off. Just a little bit of conversation here with the referee as to who has the ball and where it starts. 28 seconds remaining on the clock. Another get it in call here from the referees. Just feeling perhaps that Poland aren't pushing as much to the cage as they should be. Big outside shot, and Luxembourg keeper has no problem with that. Straight off the top of the foot. Limping a little bit, but a save's a save.
3 seconds left. He's going to wind up.
Not too far off.
Not too far off.
But I'll see it off here for the first half of Poland under-21 versus Luxembourg as we take a 10-minute break now for halftime, and we'll see you back here with 10 minutes to go until that point. Get my words in order for the next half. welcome back to the second half of the first game of the day here at the European Lacrosse Challenge Cup. Final day here where we're playing for places now, and this is the 5th, 6th place playoff game between under-21 Poland team and Luxembourg. Poland currently 5-0 up coming into this third quarter, and it's really been quite dominant, I've got to say. Luxembourg just don't seem to have any answers. A lot of loose balls in the midfield going down and not coming up their way. So let's see if they can turn that around this half. A lot of shout outs, of course, to everyone viewing from across the world, all our American viewers who are tuning in here, either East Coast, West Coast, wherever you are. We appreciate it. I know it's a lot earlier for you than it is for us. Big win there from Max on the Luxembourg team, number 38. Pulling it back to number 14, Johannes Kirch,
who unfortunately could not handle that, and the ball will go Polish way. Currently starting with Samuel with number 17.
That's exactly what we just talked about, Jules. You know, it's those little errors. If they can't come up with possession between the lines, they're just not going to get into the offense and manage to get into that deficit.
Exactly. There was a lot of face-offs won by Luxembourg. However, you know, the first ground ball was in there, or straight after that, they just unable to clear that ball effectively into the offense and then get the offense going, get the reps, give everybody sticks nice and hot. But right now Poland is trying to clear that ball.
And do so successfully. Coming down there into one of the Schmigel brothers' sticks, number 21, is going to set up the offense here. And we'll see if Poland take it slow again. Last quarter they kind of finished things off, taking things a bit slow, just sitting down, not wanting to push too much. 5-0 leaders, it's going to be good enough until Luxembourg starts cutting into it. So they're very content here to just sit back and, well, I say let the defense come to them. Defense doesn't seem to really be doing anything. Pressuring a little bit out of X, but for these three midfielders as they swoop over the top, there's literally nothing. And you've got to wonder what they've got to change in the next 10 minutes to try and get that ball back. Skip pass doesn't quite get through, and that's knocked down. Number 38 again is Max. Doing a lot of work here for Luxembourg, really. It'd be great to see someone else chip in as much effort, winning face-offs, pushing transition, and being the primary dodger. Luxembourg really needs someone else to step up right now and turn up the work rate.
It's definitely a hard task for Luxembourg, who has a significantly smaller bench. Poland is definitely running deep. Luxembourg has just few players and maybe just not have the fitness to carry it.
Down on the field there from the ride. I don't know about you, but I would call that a little bit soft there but you know what? Let's see what the call is. Nate still carrying the ball, goes down.
There is another flag
and
down.
That's a second flag. This might just be the break that Luxembourg need. As we've talked about, you know, it's always a game of discipline. If Poland here decide to sit on a 5-0 lead, get a little bit sloppy, Luxembourg can easily sneak back into this game. They've got some big shooters, a lot of experienced guys. It's not going to take much, and 2 flags, 3 flags down on the play is definitely going to help them here.
Absolutely, 2 quarters is definitely enough time to put up some numbers and get your teeth back into the game. So let's see if Poland is taking it maybe too slow and allowing Luxembourg to have a comeback very soon.
So Poland going 2 men down here, which means Luxembourg will be playing 6-on-4 offense. A couple of big shooters. This could very easily be a goal. But then again, they do have to execute. All well and good getting the man up. You've got to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. And so far, the Polish keeper has been more than easily able to deal with every shot Luxembourg has put his way. Ball coming through X now, driving over to that left wing. We're going to see a shot. No, opt for the skip pass.
There's a shot.
Shot wide, White back up.
And Luxembourg will set again to start from the back pole mill.
There we go, Nate getting a free shot.
And that's it.
Too easy there, too easy for number 71. He's going to bury that from that distance every single time. Just not getting out on hands there. And as we said, you know, Poland haven't played defense for quite a while. The offense has been buzzing, getting the ball around. You got to think they need to get out on hands there to stop someone like 71, who they know from the scouting report has been putting up points all tournament long.
Exactly, it's kind of the same case we just talked about. Luxembourg offense not having the ball for a while and kind of maybe not struggling to get into the groove the last quarter. Polish defense haven't played much defense either, so maybe that's what happened here. Just getting a bit too comfortable with the ball and not playing the angles exactly how they should.
And another face-off goes Luxembourg's way. A quick couple here, and the face of the game completely changes. Nate looking to get a second goal.
There's the cut.
And that's a good little lift there from number 30 on the Polish defense, causing a turnover for the ball. As the ball goes down here, just take a chance once again to shout out to all our viewers from across the globe. We're going to be here all night with the final game at 6 o'clock Central European Summertime. And on a personal note, big shout out to members of my family who are tuned in today, particularly my sister Anastasia, who happens to be cleaning her bathroom.
Yeah, while we're doing the shout-outs, we might as well shout out all the referees. During this tournament, we had a couple of guys doing their international qualifications as well. I believe I think everybody passed this morning, so big congratulations. Definitely a great news as well to know that European standard of refereeing is just going up, and we're getting ready for the European Championships next year.
Definitely. And I think that's a really big thing here. You know, we've talked about the box influence helping to grow the game here, but refereeing massively helps. You know, just the overall level of the game rise when you've got good officiating,
Consistency.
Consistency. Players are able to, you know, understand what it is they're going to get out of a game, and these kind of events, getting more referees qualified, means that, you know, nations all across Europe can host more games, can host international competitions, even if it's just friendly ones like this competition, which was put on as a replacement for the European qualifiers, now taking place next year in April. But referees are a huge part of that, and you know, it's a real testament to their love of the game that they take the time to come out here, stand on a hot field, and help these boys play the game. Big shot here coming from number 18, just wide. Poland again playing really nice and settled, getting good looks on ball.
Yeah, very patient with the ball, picking their shots.
Luxembourg still happy to sit back now in that zone defense.
Yeah, we're nearly halfway through the quarter, and they still not seem to be pressing the ball too hard, trying to win it back.
Even as number 11 here creeps in, they know he's a lefty shooter, but happy to let him creep. Yeah, as you said, you know, coming up here to halfway through the third quarter, playing 15 minutes here, FIL international rules. That is how the tournament's been hosted, compliant to the FIL. So 60-minute total, and we are 3/4 of the way through here. As Poland get another flag, just Luxembourg losing a little bit of discipline in the back there. They really can't afford to do if they're going to try and break down that 5-1 deficit. Luxembourg just take a second to get themselves organized, figure out who's going to play the man down set as Poland get their man up unit on.
And the ball will start with Mikołaj Bushko, number 99.
Another one of those players who's been playing up into the senior team. So good to see those guys getting out, getting reps, and just the confidence you get from playing the seniors as you come back down to this squad. And hopefully, I guess, in a couple of years, as they all pass that 21 age, will move up to be permanent members of the senior squad. But again, you know, just really great to see so many homegrown players playing at this level. As we see another shot from, and there is a goal for number 99. A lovely take from the wing, strong right, overhand, down to the bottom corner.
Greg, you know, leading by example. Mikołaj is also a playing coach for the U21 team, so definitely showing the guys exactly what he means when going through drills with them.
Absolutely, he just wasn't picked up there. Defense just didn't get over to him. He was able to stare to keep it down, and from that distance, 8 to 10 yards, it's got to be automatic for anyone that's playing at international level, and this time it was. So Poland extend their lead 6-1. Luxembourg running out of time here in the third quarter. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the beautiful stadium of Wrocław. As Max gets another face-off win. Pulls the ball down to the Luxembourg offense.
And Nathan trying to slow it down a little bit, making sure they have all the substitutions.
I'd say to try and give the Luxembourg defense a rest, but they're quite a static defense at the moment. And Nate gets a little bit lucky there, lost the ball, but was back in a white stick now. And here we go, first touch I think that we've seen for number 47, Frederick Stepp on Luxembourg. getting in on an offensive set now for Luxembourg. As Max takes it down the wing, we know he likes his big right shot. Oh, it's a lovely feed to the crease, just can't quite handle it. It's little errors like that that are going to cost Luxembourg for the next 15, 20 minutes if they can't quite bury the ball. That's a little bit fancy. I'd like to see a BTB.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan's definitely feeling it. Makes some good saves today.
If he misses that, as instant sub.
Oh,
Instant
absolutely.
sub. Poland feeling it now. Very smooth on the clearing game. Clearly been drilling this for the past few days to get everything right, finding the right looks, and they clear one fully across to number 17, Sammy. Luxembourg just calling blue back into their zone again. Easy save there from distance. Not a shot I think that we needed to take there.
No, I agree. Absolutely agree. Compared to the previous possessions the U21 team had, long, picking their shots, taking the time. This was definitely felt a little bit rushed.
Definitely a rush, definitely a rush. And not to put any disrespect on any Americans who come over here, arguably the level of American play is absolutely a lot higher than on average than that of Europeans. As Nate dodges to goal,
great move.
That was a huge stand-up save from the Polish keeper, but stays White for now. Once again, another turnover for White. They just can't hang on to the ball long enough in offense to make any sort of impact. But Nate hounding the ball now, trying to get it back, uses his keeper, and Paul Milner riding hard on Ryan, but gives up a flag. It's just little bits of discipline like that. Ball is down.
Whistle.
Ball is down, and we'll get another look at the Polish man up. But as I was just saying before, it's quite easy to, as an American, step on the fields here and be very confident about the kind of level you've played at. But there are a lot of people, in Europe who are starting to go across to the States. A lot of players now, not a lot, but there are some D1, D2, D3 players coming out from the UK, from Germany, even from the Netherlands. And the keepers here are no slouches. Shots from 15 plus yards, stick side heights, just not going to go. Three minutes left in this quarter. Poland a man up. 15 seconds left now in the penalty, but just content to spin the ball. That's a lovely cross crease feed. Can't quite be handled though, and Poland turn the ball over just as the man up expires. So we'll be going back 6-on-6 as Luxembourg try to clear the ball starting from their keeper. Poland dropping off a bit. Happy to let the keeper run for a while. Not too much pressure. Again, a 5-goal lead at this point. Luxembourg really have to start dictating the pace of play now. Again to Nate,
nice
who gets
edge.
top side, but can't quite hold on to the ball. It's a lovely check. And
Max
Max
with a
puts
shot.
one in, number 38 from Luxembourg. He's been threatening that all day. Big right-hand shot, just goes for a worm burner from the outside and beats the keeper offside low. Let's have another look here. Off the ground ball as well, lovely handle. Dodges the check. And just skips that over the turf here. Luxembourg cut the lead to 4 with just under 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
Yeah, very nice shot. You could see for the other games that the ball here bounces really weird. The turf takes a lot of energy out of the shots. Definitely a hard read for the keeper. And a great placement as well by Max.
Great placement, as you said, yeah. Very, very difficult read. And this turf, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, has been causing players a lot of problems over the past few days. Max gets done a face-off, so straight from the goal, straight to a face-off win. And Luxembourg get another chance now. Cut the lead from 6-3 if they can get one here in the final minute 10. Back to Max. Is he going to have to do everything himself? Oh, goes for the shot, but a lovely check. And that shot's going wide.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Luxembourg are picking way more ground balls than the previous quarters. Poland was winning most of them previously, and now it seems like the ball is bouncing more Luxembourg way. They picking up the ground balls. They maintaining the ball in their offensive half of the pitch. Just overall playing with a bit more oomph, I would say.
Definitely. I think they're just starting to clean things up here in these final 30 seconds. Going for a strong sweep dodge over the top. But he's really got to move that ball on because he's doubled at the moment. Manages to get past one, past two. Shot goes high and wide. 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Going to drive from X, see if they can get one here. And there's that slip, as we've been talking about. So difficult to get your feet under you. Nate sweeping high, coming back to his favoured.
Little cap from X.
Can't quite make the feed there. Nate loses his stick. And that will see us for the quarter here. Third quarter finishes Poland up 6-2. But still 15 minutes to go, and Luxembourg very much in it with a strong run in those last 5 minutes. A couple of impact players really starting to put a mark on the game here. It's definitely anyone's game still. If the face-off wins can continue, Max can keep dodging, and Nate can start to stick a couple. We could be in with a great last quarter to come. Stay tuned. Back to the fourth quarter here of our first game of the day. Poland under-21 versus Luxembourg. This for the 6th playoff at the European Lacrosse Cup hosted in Wrocław. 4-goal lead going in here. What do we think Wrocław? What do we think Luxembourg needs to do here to catch up?
Oh, definitely keep those ground balls. They start winning the ground balls this quarter. That prolonged the possessions on offense, and then they were able to stick some goals in the second half of the game. So I think that's just clearing up the little mistakes, keeping the ball away from giving their defense a little bit of a rest, and then giving themselves a chance to put just a few more shots on goal. And then, as we know, in lacrosse game, if you keep shooting, some of them will go in. 4 goals is nothing in 40 minutes. It's definitely not a spot where Poland can sit comfortably and start celebrating. This is going to be definitely a long quarter for both teams.
Completely agree. Of course, all starts with that face-off. Another win for number 38 from Luxembourg, Max Rubin, who's just been pretty dominant here today, actually, both ends of the ball. That's a lovely fake for number 25. Frees up his hands. Opts not to go for the shot, though. in a lot of space, goes for the feed instead to a man who was quite arguably covered. Ball goes down though, and let's see what the call is here.
Yeah, quite interesting strategy by Luxembourg. They've been trying to feed that crease a few times today, and I don't believe we saw it being successful yet. We'll see if they continue with this strategy and just hope that one of them will go in, or they're going to just continue dodging from the outside, which seems they have actually more success with.
They seem to be having more success there, and in moments like this, obviously a coach's dream is to play beautiful team offense, but realistically, if you're getting the beat of your man like number 25 just did, you've got to take that shot from the middle field. Time for big boy plays only. As Paul Milner goes to the cage, can't quite get that ball in, but a lovely ride again. 25 is really stepping up here, isn't he?
Yeah, it was a very sort of an ice pick check by 25 on the goalie. I believe the goalie head was just kind of caught between his arms and was able to just dislodge that ball a little bit. But here is Poland pushing the sort of a slow break. We'll see what they do with it. Oh, they elect now to calm it down, pass it for eggs, finish the substitution pattern.
And Luxembourg still dropping back into that 3-3 zone. I mean, honestly, at this point now, 3/4 down, 4 goals down. I'm just baffled. You've got to go out and press that ball. They need it back. This is at this scoring rate, 4 goals at this scoring rate is a fairly hefty deficit. With only 12 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in this game, playing for 5th place. That's a great shot.
Yeah, great stick work, avoiding 2 checks, and then getting the shot off quite quickly.
A lot of box players, no wind up at all. Doesn't need to screw his hips back or anything. Just nice overhand bouncer.
Yeah, calm hands as well.
And number 47 clears the ball on his own, gets it over midfield, and Luxembourg
calls a timeout.
Very smart timeout there, realizing perhaps they're about to get a lot of pressure on the ball handler,
who definitely was not feeling his legs. You could have saw the relief on his face. Cold, just happy he can put the ball down, get some water, and go into the offense. Definitely exciting times for Luxembourg.
Definitely. I mean, that is just one of the consequences of a long tournament. Any one of our viewers who's been to a long weekend tournament or anything that goes out longer than 4 days, just the legs and the fatigue you start to get, it takes a toll. Really takes a toll. Obviously, these guys are all taking nutrition fairly seriously, we'd hope, although some of the revelries that we've witnessed over the past couple of nights would indicate not too seriously. But even then, with physio teams that both teams have and all the facilities available, still 4 days is going to leave you a little bit bruised and broken. And just a simple run like that from box to box can really take it out your legs. So great shout there from Luxembourg. Save their guys, get into their offensive set and see if they can cut this lead again down to 3. Yeah,
I believe there's 12 minutes left. So plenty of time to use the other timeout that they have left. We'll see what strategy they'll take with the final timeout. But definitely a big possession right now. I think if Luxembourg manage to stick one in, again that will build up momentum for the rest of the quarter, and cut that lead only to 3 goals. It really would help their case of one of the probably better comebacks we have seen this tournament.
Definitely. Am I right in saying that the last match between these two actually was a comeback win for Poland?
Yeah.
Went to overtime, I believe, or maybe not. 7-6 win, last gasp effort for Poland. So Luxembourg hoping to do the same here this time. And the ball starting in number 47 Stick, who clearly after that little break is happy as Larry to get back out there. Strong dodge from number 29, takes a shot, goes wide. That's exactly, I think, what we've got to be looking for from Luxembourg now. Beating their guys to the middle of the field and just taking shots.
Absolutely. Good backup as well, maintain the possession.
Oh, and that's unlucky there on the feed. Number 47 swiping at the ball.
And the ball stays with Ryan.
Poland now getting straight into their clear. Wasted opportunity there for number 9. It just got to turn and look at the ball as it's coming out the keeper's stick. These keepers are all good enough for that quick feed, that quick outlet. If you're just running off to your position upfield, you're killing a potential transition opportunity. By the way, Poland's settling down now.
definitely taking the time with that clear, valuing the possession, again taking just a few minutes off the clock before they even have to go into the offense. But here is a bit
long
risky.
Outlet bounce pass, but it works out. And just a reminder for any of our international viewers, any of our American viewers, international rules, there is no timer that forces you to clear in any sort of set time.
Or shot clock, so
Shot clock.
can keep that possession.
Take your time clearing, take your time on the shot. So a lot of teams in international play will just play very slow, very patient. But it hasn't worked out here for Poland as Luxembourg create transition going the opposite way. Number 43.
Of an errant pass.
And that's disappointing. That is exactly the kind of mistake you just can't be affording when you're 4 goals down with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Little things like that have just been the bane of Luxembourg today. This is a very decent team, but just a bit of mental concentration, if nothing else, has really been their undoing so far.
Well, one might wonder if again this the side of the bench might be an issue here. Again, very hot day. The sun is high. And just having those fresh legs definitely helps Polish team to kind of push a bit more, which is exactly what I would say Luxembourg could use right now.
Absolutely. Poland rolling with maybe 10 guys on the bench, maybe more than that. Luxembourg only 6. As Poland go for a little hidden ball trick. Let's see. We saw it work for the seniors a few days ago, courtesy of yours truly. But here, not so much. Happy to sit back and just spin the ball again. Yeah,
again, that kind of American experience, I think, coming in here, seeing that actually being played in over the ocean a few times, it's definitely something that some teams in Europe might just like a little bit.
Lovely skip pass, big outside shot, can't get it on cage though, and the keeper, to be honest, looked all over that. I'm not liking these big outside looks, I can't lie. I think this keeper is a little bit better than that. As 99 just gives up the ball there for a second, but manages to get the ground ball back. Poland stay in possession as the clock ticks ever further down to a loss for Luxembourg. I don't think they've won a game this tournament, so they're really looking to make a statement here. Of course, great to see Luxembourg back out in international play. For anyone that isn't aware, Luxembourg obviously has had a program for a number of years now, but they're starting to revive it, looking for players, anyone with heritage, anyone in Luxembourg who is a player, has been a player. Do reach out to the coaching staff and get involved. I'm sure they'd love to have you. And this is one of the first tournaments they're going to be attending over the next couple of years. But do make an effort to get involved. As we've said, great bunch of guys really looking to go to international tournaments where possible. But that shot there does not go for Poland, and Luxembourg have another chance now to clear the ball, push back upfield. Number 18 just handling. Lovely pass across the middle to 370 in the middle. Is he going to go for the shot? He does go for a shot. Hooked that a little bit there. Again, the heat is playing havoc with some people's sticks out here. If you're not too familiar with the kind of mechanics, I guess, of lacrosse sticks, all sorts of weather conditions can really badly affect how a stick throws. Wet being one of them, but heat as well, as it dries out of pocket, just makes it behave unpredictably. And I think that's what we saw there from number 70, just hooking the ball a little bit into the ground.
Indeed, we've been very blessed with the weather over this tournament. Yes, it has been really hot, but there hasn't been a single day of rain. And I believe most players will take, a bit of a hotter weather rather than a miserable rainy day.
Great check from number 25 on the ride. Luxembourg starting to really put some effort plays onto the Poland's clearing game. And it comes back for Luxembourg. Are they going to push this in transition or settle? 41 can't quite hang on to the ball. Poland getting out there and playing aggressive. Really nice to see, especially with a 4-goal lead. They're not comfortable to just let Luxembourg get the ball. And let's see the call from the referee. Always tricky when it goes down around the end line.
Yeah, I believe he saw one of the Luxembourg players touching the ball with his feet outside of the line, so
lovely little spin there from the keeper, send 41 flying. But yes, Jules, you were saying the weather has been really great. We've been very lucky here over these past few days, and a great day now for the final 2 games to come here today, right here on this link. 7 minutes remaining here in this game, but the final at 6 o'clock, and the next game, I'm not sure when actually, 3 o'clock?
I believe it's 3 o'clock, yes.
3 o'clock, where Croatia will take on the Czech Republic for the 3rd and 4th place playoff.
And here is Ash making another run. Unfortunately not connecting on that pass, and ball will go back to Poland.
It's number 16, Ash Listerman. Having a good game by all accounts in cage, making some good outlets, but
very comfortable as well with running down the pitch. This is the second time he was kind of trying to push that transition, push that quick goal. As Luxembourg has only 6 minutes to try to even tie this game with 6-2 score for Poland right now.
And it's exactly here where if there wasn't urgency before, we really need to see some urgency now from the Luxembourg team. As they're still content to just let the Polish team spin the ball around the perimeter. 14's got to step out there. Got to step out on number 11. And we can hear the Luxembourg bench calling for a keep it in call. But no luck so far. Bourget just so comfortable on the ball there, eating up those slap checks. Not a chance that the ball's going to get dislodged. Tyler goes for a little underneath move. Shot blocked, ball is down, and it's going to come up white here for Luxembourg.
Yeah, great outlet pass down the pitch. 47 managed to handle it, and we'll see if they'll calm it down.
Luxembourg just padding their ground ball stats there. Does it count if you drop your own ball and then pick it up again?
Don't think so. I wish it was. My stats would be off the roof.
And Nate taking a bit of leadership here. Isolating
good few
on number
moves.
30. That's a great look. And the shot blocked before it could even get to the cage. And another block. Very difficult shooting through bodies here.
And the ball stays Luxembourg way. Great run by Nathan again, winning that contest against I believe it's Miłosz for the Polish team. But unfortunately, Aaron Pass sends the ball Polish way.
And you've got to think with 4 minutes remaining, they may not see the ball again, and even if they do, not for long enough to cut a four goal lead for Poland here.
Yeah, very unfortunate. A great run by Nathan, just winning the ball back, hoping for another chance, and just a pass going off is definitely heartbreaking. And now Jason trying to clear the ball for the Polish team, successfully making so.
Just a quick correction there to our former comments. The next game, which is going to see Czech Republic take on Croatia, will start at 3:30 Central European Summer Time. That's 3:30 Central European Summer Time. So just over an hour until the next game faces off.
Yeah, we just witnessed the Croatia team arriving at the pitch, slowly getting ready, and no signs of Czechs yet, as they will be the opponents for Croatia for the 3rd and 4th place game.
Poland once again just taking down the clock here, 3 minutes to go. You've got to think at this point this is fairly comfortably in the bag now, unless Luxembourg really go on a push and get that ball back, but
no signs of that.
No signs of that happening. No signs happening as our lovely technician adjusts my microphone to be closer to my mouth so you can hear my dulcet tones even better.
Here's Tyler, a keep it in call.
Yeah, keep it in call as Tyler pulls off a fancy move that goes nowhere.
Sometimes you just need to do it for your confidence, right? Just a practice run.
Just a practice run, show off the handles.
Oh.
As a lovely little check there, and that will be a turnover. Luxembourg finally getting the possession they need. Let's see if they can get it up the field without any errors. They do manage to get it over midfield. A little bit of a bobble there in 32 stick as he kicks it wide to number 25. Let's see if he can get over the top. Goes for the overtop sweep. Hands free, but elects not to shoot, and Max goes for an underhand left shot. Not Max, I'm afraid. That's number 29. That's my bad. That's Stephen Pelliccioni. Takes a big lefty shot. Misses wide.
Seems like Luxembourg really likes those low shots. We've seen a few of them
Lovely little roll dodge there at X from Nate, but
Not sure if he was trying to pass off or it was a check that dislodged that ball off his stick.
either way, the ball's come up red here.
A bit of a Hail Mary clear,
And that's
but
a lovely little take there from number 4, who's happy to run it down, get it inside the box, and create transition offense. That's a
Unfortunate
late
handle.
hit, very late hit there from number 43. Flags go flying, helmets are off. Really hope number 4 is all right. That was a big old hit.
we've seen a few of those throughout the tournament from different teams, bit of a people coming in a bit late.
And just see the impact there. That is very high. Number 43 leads with the hands straight to the head. No question there. Flags go up, and everyone taking a knee here on the field as the physio sees to number 4. And let's hope he's all right. Head injuries in lacrosse, no joke. Balls traveling at upwards of 100 miles an hour. Big bodies moving around, and you really don't like to see any player go down, let alone with a
there
hit
he
to
is,
the head.
back on his feet, walking down by his own strength, so that's great to see. And a little round of applause from audience and the players.
Clapped off from both benches. He's had a good shift this game. I imagine the coach will now rest him, make sure he's all good. 1 minute 13 to go in this 5th, 6th playoff game. First game of the day here at the final day of the European Lacrosse Cup, hosted here in Wrocław.
Again, very interesting what Poland decides to do here. As mentioned, there was no shot clock, so with minute 19, I guess they will try to keep it down to the last final 15 seconds and then trying to score a goal. They have not been too successful in the face-off, so probably trying to push it early and trying to get one more just to boost up the score is not the greatest idea right now.
No, absolutely. With number 38, Max Ruben, being so successful for Luxembourg on the face-off, I doubt they'll want to risk losing that and giving up the,
Absolutely,
the potential for transition. So even with a man up, they're going to elect, I think, to keep the ball on the outside, put it in the good sticks. There you go, number 11, Tyler.
Take it easy. It will be interesting to see if referees decide to do a keep and call and how far down the clock, but as of right now, 1 minute left.
Happy to just burn clock here, the Polish team.
Yeah, comfortable 4 points lead last quarter. Don't think we can expect very much to happen right now.
.40 seconds to go here. Poland very content to just show off some stick work. And take a shot.
There it is, 30 seconds left. Let's see if
Not a huge fan of that shot, I got to say. Again, if I'm coaching that team, we're gonna have a talk about that after the game.
that was a very risky play.
Very risky play. Oh, and 18 can't clear it. Spills out the back of the stick, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble here. Number 16, the goalkeeper, Ash, managing to get the ball out, avert the risk, but it's going to come back red. Clock just stopping here in the final 3 minutes of play, I believe, every time the ball goes out. So no time wasted in the final 3 minutes. We go from a running clock to a stop clock. 7 seconds left here. Ball comes back down to number 11. And Luxembourg finally showing a little bit of urgency to chase down the ball, but that'll be too little too late.
Too little too late indeed.
As Poland take a convincing 6-2 win over Luxembourg to secure 5th place. Good to see number 4 from Poland walking off the bench, clearly being seen to. He's okay. And a great game all round as the players shake hands.
And at this point, we'd like to say our goodbyes. Thank you very much for watching. Again, quick reminder, the second game starting at 3:30. The links will be available at the event page. Just Google or search on whatever social media you want, the European Lacrosse Challenge 2021.
If you're on this link, you're already there. We'll be on the same link in 1 hour's time with 2 new commentators, hopefully, if we can find them for you, for Czech Republic versus Croatia for the 4th and 3rd place playoff.
And then the final game, 6 o'clock. The Poland senior team will take on Slovakia in a rematch from 2 days ago.
2 days ago, which Slovakia won. So a lot of lacrosse still to come, a lot of sun still to come. a lot of more commentary to happen, but not from us. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to all our viewers all across the world, and we will catch you in 1 hour's time.
Stay safe. Thank you.